If you are looking for the most direct and fast way to get fluent English, then you clicked on the right video. That's because in this series, we are learning the 3,000 English words you need to master for fluency. Just listen and repeat the sentences. The word meanings will be clear from context. Follow along as you work out, as you walk, as you study, or even as you fall asleep at night. If this video hits 1,000 likes, I will continue the series, but if it doesn't, I will stop. So make sure you support me and my work. Now, let's go. Let's jump in. Once again, just listen and repeat. Try to say the words the same way I do. Let's take a look. We watched a funny movie after dinner and laughed the whole time. Awesome. Okay, let's keep going. He jumped off the high diving board even though he was scared. Okay. Somebody dropped their phone in the elevator and didn't even notice. She ran in the opposite direction when she heard the alarm. I go to the library every weekend to check out new books. His hands felt warm after holding a hot cup of tea. It was getting dark, therefore, we decided to walk home quickly. One quick note, therefore, is not something people really say in spoken English. Yeah, you might see it in a newspaper, in a novel, something in written form, but when we're speaking, we just say so. So it was getting dark, so we decided to walk home quickly. The meal was a strange combination of fish, chocolate, and cheese. Awesome. Speaking two languages gave her a big advantage in the interview. The teacher showed a statistic that explained how many students failed the test. He used a special technique to solve the puzzle faster than anyone else. The campers had to abandon their tent when the storm got worse. She was totally surprised when they threw her a birthday party. Make sure your answers are accurate before you hand in the exam. That couch looks so comfortable that I could nap for hours. The sign will indicate which way you should go next. Each element of the story helps explain the final ending. They rented a small flat near the train station. One thing to note here, flat is used in British English to mean apartment. In American English, we just say apartment. We don't normally say flat. Also, flat can be an adjective. You know, it's the opposite of raised or bumpy. Imagine you are walking through a big, wide, flat field, right? That means there are no hills, there are no mountains. The terrain, the land, and the shape of the land is flat. So, different meanings, noun and adjective. The pasta was so delicious that I asked for a second plate. He forgot about the science project until the night before it was due. His daily commitment to practice helped him become a great pianist. A great pianist, a great piano player, right? Okay. We lost connection to the internet during the video call. There's a clear similarity between the two sisters' voices. Cats typically sleep for more than 12 hours a day. He grew up in deep poverty and worked hard to support his family. He stayed home because he wasn't feeling well and didn't want to spread germs. Please warn me before you turn off the lights next time. After years of training, she finally began to become a confident leader. A complete stranger gave me a flower and then walked away. I can't sleep without a glass of water next to my bed. They had to adapt to the new rules quickly to avoid penalties. Yeah, penalties, punishment. They didn't want to get punished, right? So they had to adjust to the new rules and they had to adjust quickly, fast. They had to adapt or change, right? Okay, next one. He cannot drive until he passes the vision test. Testing his vision. In other words, testing his eyesight, how well he can see. Next one. I almost fell asleep during his long presentation about city planning. Yeah, I would fall asleep too. Sounds very boring. Next one. This puzzle is way too complicated for a 5-year-old. Yeah, too complicated, too advanced, too complex, too difficult to comprehend, too hard to understand. These all mean the same thing. We met outside the cinema 10 minutes before the show started. She explained her opinion very effectively during the class debate. You can check the event schedule on the school's website. He earned a cooking qualification after 6 months of training. In other words, after 6 months of this cooking training, he is now qualified to cook. He's qualified. That's an adjective. He earned a qualification. He has a qualification. That's a noun. Her reaction to the gift was totally unexpected. He asked specifically for red apples, not green ones. Yoga and a plant-based diet are part of her healthy lifestyle. Yeah, her lifestyle, her way of living. Next one. Every parent wants their child to feel safe and happy. I'll call you later from the hotel telephone just to check in. Yeah, just to check in, just to see how you're doing, just to catch up. Okay. Let's swim across the lake before the sun goes down. This necklace is completely unique. There's no other like it. There's always a good reason for being honest. She hopes to acquire enough experience to apply for the job. Please sign the document before leaving the office. The earthquake lasted only 30 seconds, but caused major damage. This hall has a seating capacity of 200 people. Yeah, sometimes you will see in a restaurant, in some kind of business, in a store, there is a seating capacity, right? How many people are allowed inside? And if it's full, they might say, we are at capacity. We are at capacity. We're totally full. Your keys fell below the couch cushion. You know the cushion, right? If you're sitting on the couch, the cushion is like the big soft thing that you sit on. It goes under your butt, right? Next one. The president will declare the winner of the contest at noon. Okay. He tried to persuade me to take the longer route. If you persuade someone, then you try to convince them. You try to get them to do something. In all of my videos, I try to persuade the listener to click the like button and leave me a comment Why? It tells YouTube that my viewers like the video and it helps my channel grow. So if you haven't done that yet, do it now. Click like on the video, leave me a comment letting me know what you did today. Yeah, what did you get up to today? Use English to let me know. All right, let's keep going. They just moved into a new apartment near the river. So remember, in American English, we say apartment. British English, they say flat. The doctor said my fever was only mild, so I could rest at home. Could you bring some snacks for the trip? He looked at me seriously and said I needed to change. The news was delivered by helicopter to the village. She found a small feather stuck to her jacket. Yeah, stuck to her jacket. You know, sometimes when I go for a walk, I'll check my shoe afterwards and find some chewing gum stuck to the bottom of my shoe. Ugh. Next example sentence here. Let's go. I felt really embarrassed when I forgot my lines on stage. That was a small mistake, but it changed the whole result. Or we could say it changed the entire outcome. Outcome. Next one. The school's strictest punishment is staying for Saturday detention. Yeah, detention is like when you do something bad at school, you break the rules, you get in trouble, and you have to stay after class. That's detention. He was strongly opposed to the new rule and refused to follow it. Let's eat our lunch outside in the sun today. Her article received a lot of online criticism, but she stayed calm. The majority voted to cancel the event due to the rain. It's likely that she will arrive before noon. Yeah, or we can say that she'll arrive before noon. She will or she'll arrive before noon. Next one. We walked for hours across the vast desert without seeing anyone. We can describe a landscape as being vast, the vast ocean, the big wide ocean, the vast desert, the big wide desert. Okay, next one. Let's discuss your ideas during the team meeting later. We went fishing at the lake early in the morning. He was angry and decided to dismiss the whole team. We can also use this word at the end of class. Sometimes at the end of a class, the teacher will say, "All right, you are dismissed." That means you can go, you can leave now. Next one. Using online banking is more convenient than going to the bank. The ambulance arrived rapidly after the accident was reported. It arrived rapidly. It got there quickly. Next one. She ran downstairs when she smelled something burning. Yeah, if you are in a house with multiple floors, multiple stories, we can say there's an upstairs and a downstairs and maybe even a basement way down underground and maybe an attic way up top, the highest room of the house. I always regret saying things I don't mean. The tall trees surround the cabin and block most of the wind. The trees surround the cabin, so they go all around the cabin. That dress looks nice, but it's way too expensive for me. Drinking clean water is vital for staying healthy. Studying every day is vital for improving your English, so make sure you watch one of my videos every day if you want to make actual progress. Every grandparent has a different story about the past. Okay, great. Her report was very detailed and easy to follow. It was very detailed. It had lots of information. It was full of information. And it was easy to follow, easy to understand, right? Easy to comprehend. Next one. The meaning of the word changed over time. She's expected to recover fully after the surgery. Yeah, we can also say she's expected to make a full recovery. That store sells every kind of drug you can think of. Yeah, in English, we have good drugs, medicine. We have bad drugs, okay? Illegal drugs that you might find on the street, right? So be careful how you use this word. Next sentence. Their house is very modern with big windows and smart lights. Smart lights, meaning maybe you can control them with a remote or an app on your phone. Or maybe when you walk by the lights, they are motion sensitive. And so they detect you walking by and turn on. Okay. Next sentence. Can you give me a good recommendation for a fun weekend activity? I love hearing my little brother laugh when he watches cartoons. Don't tease him. He's very sensitive and might cry. Be careful. Those berries are poisonous to dogs. He tried to impress his boss by working late every day. Yeah, if you try to impress someone, you make them admire you. You want them to like you, right? Okay, next one. We heard a strange sound at exactly midnight. Thanks for your helpful feedback. I'll use it to improve. I go to the supermarket every Sunday to buy groceries. The doctor said my injury was severe and needed surgery. Okay, so this guy got hurt. He is injured, or we can say he has an injury, but not just any injury, a severe injury, a very bad injury. So he needs surgery. He needs an operation. Ooh, sounds a bit intense, sounds a bit extreme. Next one. I didn't understand the task initially, but now it's clear. I opened the box and found nothing inside but dust. She'll probably arrive a little late because of traffic. This computer is at maximum volume already. It won't go any louder. Everyone is allowed to share their opinion in this group. Many people were against the new rule about phones in school. Those sunglasses are very fashionable this year. Everyone's wearing them. Yeah, we can say they're fashionable, they are in style, or we can say they're in season. In season. YouTube pays me almost no money for making videos, so I really rely on my channel members. Thank you, channel members, for your amazing support of me and what I do. Without you, there would be no English is Easy. That's just a fact. Guys, if you want to take your English learning to the next level, consider becoming a channel member. You get PDFs for all of my videos. You get bonus videos that normal subscribers on my channel cannot access, cannot see. You get access to my book club and get to learn English through reading a book in our little community. And you are supporting me. All of this for only $5. So I really, really appreciate it. And thank you again to all of my amazing members. Guys, if you are in the middle of a study session, don't stop now. I'm gonna put another one of my videos up on the screen. Go click on it and I'll meet you there. Come on, let's go.